I'm going to be joined today by some of my colleagues from the Banking Committee who are also supporters of the Economic Growth, Regulatory Relief, and Consumer Protection Act. We rise today to speak about this bipartisan legislation that advanced out of the committee last year by a vote of 16-7, a bipartisan vote. The primary purpose of this legislation is to make targeted changes to simplify and improve the regulatory regime for community banks, credit unions, mid-sized banks, and regional banks to promote economic growth. Many of us represent rural states where community banks and credit unions are the primary providers of credit and financial services. These institutions hold a competitive advantage over their larger counterparts, operating with a relationship-based knowledge of their customers and understanding of their unique needs. But they are decidedly disadvantaged when it comes to keeping up with the ever-increasing compliance and examiner demands coming out of Washington. Our bill offers much-needed reforms that will reduce unnecessary burdens on smaller financial institutions so that they can use more of their capital serving customers rather than complying with federal regulations that were never intended for them. It also adds protections for consumers, veterans, senior citizens, and others against fraud and identity theft, as well as those falling on hard financial times. This bill is the product of robust bipartisan negotiation, which was years in the making. It is the outgrowth of feedback and input garnered from a process we initiated in the Banking Committee across all stakeholders in America, as well as from previous meetings, briefings, and many conversations and negotiations among the members. I see Senator Heitkamp is here, and I'm going to ask her in just a second to talk a bit about this process and how we reached this point today, and what it means for North Dakotans. Senator Heitkamp.